MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
They talk the talk,
But you walk the walk.
time to warm up. Get ready to rock.
Ain't ready, MP.
MP, you're about to go off.
Looking for tickets to future Dallas Mavericks games? I got you covered. Will receive an awesome Dallas Mavericks team. It's a fun way to show advanced class. We want your time in the arena to be enjoyable but incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word mattress along with an issue of the seat location to 55555. A member of our installation team will respond immediately. Thank you. A reminder, for our water bottle promotion, every fan will receive a Mavericks logo water bottle. Fans, don't forget about our double-end giveaway day. Come to the game, bring the family, and get a free Batman bubble.
Oh, say does.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on and a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at the Hornets, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for the Mavericks, they just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlook them as a top team.
A look at the Bulls starting lineup. The guard set is Giddey and White. Buzelis out there with Vucevic, and it's Dosunmu in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, Anthony Davis is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving, then it's Q, and it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Marshall, just 5 on the clock. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Deschamps for the Bulls, the overall approach has seemed to be steady as she goes, stay in our lane, business as usual. But do you think that'll continue?
And business has been good, Kevin. One of the best attendance rates in the league. But listen, this is a Bulls organization that has to figure out its right direction and see how they can continue to build and find a way to build from the ground up and reach new heights, whether it is going a more rebuilding route, a more in the middle route, versus going and really taking big swings. I think this is an organization that is very much trying to find their direction.
Oh, you're kind of setting the table. What could happen with this team? Good stuff.
And that's a defensive miscue there. You can't let Irving get that kind of position inside.
Buzelis sets a screen for Giddey. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Marshall.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. You certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York, getting OG Anunoby at the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment and striking when the iron's hot, and we saw multiple teams do that this last season.
Yeah, that trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful. And White slams it in.
Explosive move by White, going right up to the rim.
Irving passes to Q. Pass to Marshall from past the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball. Marshall's got 5 points so far.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on the floor.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
And there's the foul. It's on cue. That's his first foul. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Dallas. And the Bulls making a change also. Jones is checked in. Dosunmu, the pass to White. Picked by Vucevic. White, wide open, he fires. Mavericks with the rebound. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head-scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
For three, Marshall. Buzelis grabs the board. Chicago trailing here. 1:15 left here in the first quarter. Jones, no one around him. And the Bulls with another miss. Mavericks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Outside, Davis. From 11 feet away. Here's Lively. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to Jones. Jacks up a three. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And Jones is a dependable floor general, someone you can trust to facilitate an offense and find his guys.
Here's Q. Here's Davis. Plays it up and banks it in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against Indiana. Here's Jones. And the layup falls.
Yeah, Trey Jones can be lightning quick. He saw a gap and drove right in.
Here's Q. Outside for Davis. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Look for Dallas. Derek Lively. Comes in for Daniel Gafford. And it's Q in for Klay Thompson. And then for Chicago, Vucevic checked in for Patrick Williams. And it's Dosunmu in for Jones. Pass to Exum. To the paint. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your back. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis, and the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours, but this is what we sign up for. This is what we love, to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. So we've got a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on MP.
Thanks, guys. As you know, MP grew up in the Chicago area, and he has great respect for the Jordan Bulls era. I asked him if that shaped him as a player, and he said, without a doubt, I saw the professionalism it took for that team to win 6 titles, and I knew I had to match it. That level of excellence is something I'll always strive for. Always have love for Chicago. you can see how much the Bulls franchise means to him, guys.
Isn't that nice? So good to see. Thanks, TA. Not a bad dynasty to model your approach after either. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Hugh out there with Irving, and it's Exum in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Dosunmu's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Lively a screen on Herter. He takes it in, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Giddey finds Vucevic. And here's Herter. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Herter's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, he's a great passing center. You can run offense through Vucevic. Use him as a passing hub.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Giddey, the pass to Smith. Wants to get it to Herter and down. And the shot goes down. Herter's got his second bucket of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Pass to Washington. Back to Irving. The shake. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Stolen away. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavericks.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Dallas up by 4. We're back after this from American Airlines Center.
Welcome, everyone.
Playing for one another. The phrase gets overused, but to...
Okay, so now, that is more than enough of us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Taking a look at the Bulls, the guard set is Giddey and White. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
to see the numbers for Anthony Davis. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 24 points a game last year, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
Well, the way he plays helps them on both ends. He's a presence defensively, and that gets them more possessions on offense.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Giddey's got 7.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Bulls trail by 3. And White kicks to Giddey. On the wing, Dosunmu. 8 points for him. High arcing shot. He gets that one. He's got 10.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Here's Q. The kick out to Irving. That shot off the mark. Nice defense from Giddey. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Chicago shooting their first free throw of the night.
Well, what's great about Coby White is his commitment to raising his game. You look at him season to season, and he's always trying to do more.
Thompson, he's checked in for Marshall. And a change for the Bulls. Smith checked in for Buzelis. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
On the wing, Giddey. Smith with a screen on Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Giddey. Smith. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. And the shot goes in. Irving's got 14 points.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. And it's P.J. Washington in for Kyrie Irving. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Now, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. You take a look at Gafford. Leading the league in field goal percentage, he always gets good looks.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
Now, here's Dosunmu. 10 points for him. And he makes good on the layup. Jones has got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Q. Pass to Davis. Absorbing the contact.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half. Seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Down low, here's Jones. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, even though he's just 6'1", Jones is confident inside. Doesn't fear going up amongst taller players.
Here's Q. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Mavericks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for Dosunmu. Now here's White. 7 points in the game for the lead, and it's good on the way in. White's got 5 points now this quarter.
You gotta commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
Pass to Washington. Here's Davis. Lets the three fly. Hangs it from downtown. Davis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Mavericks. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great basket.
He's checked in for Exum. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Lonzo Ball. Dallas leading by 3. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Irving is out there with Q. And it's Thompson in at the small forward spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Jones finds Giddey. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Dallas. First minute and a half of basketball play here in the 4th quarter. Here's Q. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Herter. And he banks in the layup.
A skilled passer. Jones is quick to spot these openings for his team.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Some changes. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Davis comes in for P.J. Washington. And it's Marshall in for Thompson. Then for the Bulls, Vucevic checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's White in for Trey Jones. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Giddey the pass to Vucevic. Outside, White. And here is Dosunmu. 3-pointer. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. And it's Davis with the ball for Dallas. Leading by 5. Irving kicks to Davis. Pass to Q. And here is Irving. With the floater. Vucevic with the rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Dallas leading by 5. Over in the corner, Marshall. Irving passes to Q. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And it's 7 points for Q. Chicago's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
That's a spot of the floor Giddey wants to improve. It certainly puts in the work there to get better.
And both free throws good for Giddey.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Pass to Q. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Here's Giddey. And Lively pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 6. Pass to Q. 59 seconds left in the game. Out to the right wing. Marshall with it. Chalk up 2 there. Marshall's got the lead up to 8 now for the man.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and Giddey gets it to go.
And I love going to Giddey there at 6'8" with his skill. Josh can get that one off anytime he wants.
Irving passes to Q, so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So he can't get either to fall. And here are the Bulls now. They trail by 6. Marshall with the steal, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Dallas.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's off as well, so he misses both. Offensive rebound, and they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis, continuing to prove how dominant he is. It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And that's an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Giddey, count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And so here is Dallas, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Team is in here. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Shoots the three. Dosunmu's shot is off. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood